Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, HKA here. Today we're going to be talking about lower thirds and how to make them and save them for later so we can recall them anytime we need and just start building our own graphic elements in our videos. Hey, okay, so before we start, I want to clarify that you have opened in Windows menu your effect controls and essential graphic panel. So we're gonna need those two, we're gonna work with them, so you make sure you have them visible. So what we're gonna do now is to start creating graphic elements for our lower third. So we start with text, we're gonna hit T or go to the toolbar and press T. Now click into your sequence preview. I'm just gonna write our main title, DJI Mavic Mini, and then I'm gonna click again. I'm gonna write subtitle, latest firmware, maybe change the font, something lighter. Okay, it's gonna switch the tool back to selection tool by hitting V. Just gonna change this to firmware update. Okay, so I've got those two. Now I'm gonna hit T again. If you look at our timeline, all these text elements are so far inside this one clip. It's not the separate clips, and that's really handy for later when we want to save them as our template. So I'm just gonna create vertical bar. It's next to my left shift, the key, but I don't know where is it on yours. So you'll have to find it for yourself. Go back to my selection tool. I'll do it like that. This is too small. Okay, so this is getting slowly there. I'm gonna go to Essential Graphics panel and Edit tab. You go New from File. Just go to your logos folder, or if you don't have it, you just don't use it, and just make it smaller, somewhere over here. That's essentially it. Now we just need to manipulate it so the way we like it. And I can still title together with one more rectangle. So I'm just gonna create rectangle and drag it all the way down so everything is visible and rectangle is on the bottom. I'm just gonna go to the submenu in FX Control, go to the shape submenu. So the rectangle we just created, and opacity set at 70, and this will make it look more subtle. So this is the final look, let's say, of our lower third, and now we're gonna animate it. So I'm going to start with vertical bar, and I'm gonna move that vertical bar out of the frame. So I'm gonna establish first vertical bar is gonna appear here. So I'm gonna go position, move couple of frames back, and move it out of the frame completely. So now it's gonna show up like this, and then as soon as it appears, then I want DJI Mavic Mini to show up as well. So I'm just gonna go to the submenu for DJI Mavic Mini. So I'm gonna go here, FX Controls and DJI Mavic Mini, position, go a couple frames back, and move it out of the frame. Now, only thing we want to create is the mask that will hide it for the time being. And now it looks like the DJI Mavic Mini coming out of that vertical bar. For the latest firmware, we're gonna animate it that it's coming out of the main title. So it's kind of hierarchy of that lower third. So it's gonna be DJI Mavic Mini, and then it pops up the subtitle. So latest firmware update, I'm just gonna go to the FX Control, latest firmware update, submenu, and go to position, move it up, actually up, yeah. As soon as we see the first appearance of Mavic Mini, okay, we can start animating from here. We can move this one here, and then move it all the way down, and I want this to be down too. So I'm just gonna move it back here. And now all we need to create is mask again that will hide latest firmware text while it's up there. I'm just gonna invert it, and now, so all I did was create a mask and invert it. Now I'm gonna click that logo and animate it to, just go to effects control, logo, and opacity, go to the beginning and go 0. Now I'm just gonna manipulate these two keyframes until I'm happy with when it starts to appear. So it's too soon. I want, when the bar is here, I want to just kind of shows up. Okay, and then fully appear. You know, so like it may seem that the vertical bar is activating all the animation. Cool. So now, last thing, shape. We're gonna go submenu shape. In FX control, we can do opacity. It's gonna be 70 here, but in the beginning, 0. And again, maybe move those keyframes however you like when it's gonna start. So it's gonna appear. Maybe I want a bar first, and then it's gonna appear. So first, maybe here nothing still. Maybe here already a little bit. Okay, so now it's like perfect. So this is it basically. And now, because you have all these elements in only one, you can always create more text clips. But now, because you have all these elements into this one text clip, you can just right click, export as a motion graphic template, and you just write down the name, lower third HKA04. This is how many times I've done it already. Yeah, and you got it here. Always you go essential graphics channel, and then you go to your lower third, and these are yours. You know, like it's super cool. And if you want to roll this back, so if you want to kind of this animation to go like fold itself back, then you hit Alt and copy that clip over while holding Alt, and then you just nest this sequence. You nest it, because if you nest it and it's put it all together, and you'll be able to reverse the speed. So you go to right click, speed and duration, and then you check the reverse speed, and now it's gonna fold itself back. So you have this. That's beautiful. Thanks for watching. I hope it was digestible, and let me know any feedback. This was my first tutorial, my first YouTube video, so just let me know any feedback you have so I can improve, so I can get better. Thank you very much, and see you in the next one.